everybody, welcome to Creating with Love Crafting. I just finished my second junk journal of the year, and these are happy belated Christmas presents just because they take so long to do, and I just couldn't get them done for Christmas because I had other things to do. Let's get started on the flip through of the second junk journal. This one I made for my son. He likes 4 different things, but there was one thing that I didn't and I couldn't find stickers of, was gaming. The other 3 are maps and music and cameras, and he's very, very good with technology and cameras and editing and stuff like that. So and making his own songs, and is curious with maps. So before we get started on this flip through, would you please consider liking and subbing and hitting that bell for notifications for when I put up new content. Hopefully I'm going to have fresh new content this year and different types of videos, from hauls down to lots and lots of little projects. But here is the second junk journal that I made. I made this for my son because he requested it, and I covered it with... All right, so this I built from chipboard and white thick cardboard. And I cut it all. So what I'm going to show you is the measurements. So we have, the spine is 2.5 inches, okay? And then the length of it is 7.25, and that's the same thing. And then the width of the whole thing is 6 inches. Okay. So I went from there, and then I covered with material. And what I did was I decoupaged the material onto the cover. On all sides, I laid out each piece, the middle first, and then the 2 sides, and then, how did I do it? I put decoupage in the middle and laid it down in the middle, and laid the piece down in the middle, and then I did these other 2 by flipping them up and back and flipping them. I don't even know how I did it. I just did it. So this is a pretty thick book. It is 3 signatures. I don't know how many pages. I can count them right now if you want to wait and hold. Okay, so 46 in each signature times 3 is 138 pages in here. And lots of them are decorated, lots of them are not. Lots of them are made with notebook paper, legal paper, and you'll see when we flip through. So I built up each place on the book, okay? And I built it up, and so this is the front with the title, header, whatever you call it. I don't know what you call it. And then I decorated the front with these big stickers from Hobby Lobby. And this sticker right here is from the Dollar Tree. It's a camera. And then in the back is part of what he likes. So I included 3 things out of 4 that he likes. And then I put another thing on the side with, there's a really thick piece of cardboard here, another blue piece of cardboard here, and then the map on here. So I kind of framed it out, and then I did the same thing on the back with just 1 note on the back. So see that? Isn't that nice? All right, so here we go. So here's the front. I made one of those multi-pockets out of my dies that I really liked, And we can take this apart. It's like the very same in the back, so we won't take that apart. So I made, out of my dies, whoops, that is glue, and it's gone. So out of my dies, I made 2 coffee cups, one, so it's going to wash itself out again. Okay, it's going to be a pain. My camera is being a pain. All right, so 2 coffee cups. And then I'm going to hold them to over here. All right, guys, so if I pause often, I'm trying to figure out a way that this camera will not wash the white out because it goes back and wash the picture out with white because it's going back to its settings on automatic, which is really ticking me off. So we have to go in there and figure out how to fix it. So these 2 are journaling cards. Most of everything I've done is journaling cards. How did I get chocolate on me? Okay. So on the back, what I did was I cut out many pieces of cardstock. And this is supposed to be tan, but it doesn't look like it because of the lighting right now. So these are a lighter tan and some of his favorite colors. Yep. So, and the other book I did, Hannah's book, was her favorite colors. And then I used, for these little things, I used my dies. So this was another tag die I had. I don't know if you can see it. It's washing out. Okay. All right, so this is another tag die I had, and I just put twine in it because he's a man, and you're trying to masculinize things for him. And then I used a piece of the scrap that was left over from building the book and making the book, and I backed it up, and I just made another couple of tags. I need to show you something spectacular that I was able to do. All right. Now, it won't include cutting these pages down to size, okay? This is another, and it's just a plain piece of thin cardstock made out of one of my dies, and then I just cut this little square vellum, and then I attached it to a cardstock and a little note for a little card, and then I put a handle on it. So I really wish that the lighting wouldn't have done this. So, all right, now there's a little camera from the Dollar Tree, and it is 3D and plastic, and a couple of 3D stickers right here. They're very hard, and I think that they're plastic. And so I did, and this is another pocket here, so if he wants to put something, well, he can. I did put it in this pocket. So if he wants to use all the pockets, he can. And then this is a sticker set I picked up that reminded me of him because he was doing his beard really long. So I'm just going to include this and giving it to him. And I picked it up at 74 cents instead of $2.99. So that's his. He can do whatever he wants, put it in here. And he has a couple of sticker sets because I really was getting tired not of making it, but I didn't know where to put anything else. So he has a good eye and he can put the other stuff where he wants it. But let me show you something. This is amazing. These are not it. Okay. I'm going to show you just the scraps that I ended up with besides trimming the pages. That is it. That is all I ended up with. And these pieces of scrap I'm going to put in my die cutting scraps so that I could just use these right up. Okay. I tried using them all. You'll see through the book, but I just couldn't. Like this piece here. And then you'll see like pieces, little pieces here that made a frame. You know, I just couldn't use them all. So I'm going to use them with die cuts. And then these pieces are just going to go into junk journal, ephemera pieces for kits that I'm going to set up for my Etsy. But I had to finish this stuff first. So here's some more map paper. This is from Hobby Lobby, and some are from 12 by 12 pads. Some are from the little scrap packs that I bought. And they weren't scrap packs. They were packs that they were clearance packs. But I just can't. And then some papers like this were from the Dollar Tree. And then I went through and I put stickers, inspirational stickers for him. If God is for us, who can be against us? Romans 8:31. And he could write around the stickers and all that. That's just to remind him of his faith. He has lots of faith. And I did notebook. Okay, I'm going to show you. Notebook paper. And see, it's washing out again. And some legal paper, printer paper, composition book paper, graph paper, and vellum and scrapbook paper. Okay, the vellum, I use every single bit of it. In here, you'll see it. And then there's stickers from, this is ephemera pack or a sticker ephemera pack from Hobby Lobby. I got it half price. And then I made this, like I said, I used pieces of paper and made a frame, and then just backed a square piece of paper up, and then to balance this out right here, because this is vellum taped onto scrapbook paper just to lengthen the page, and he really liked that, so I showed him. And then I have it's a little envelope here. Not a little, they are long like this. Okay, so there's one on this side and one on the other side right here of the first and the third signature. So, and then here's more of that ephemera pack that I'm talking about, and so forth. And here's some more cards that I made up, and so forth. So this I just cut out of because he likes music, I just cut out of, I think it was the vintage one I had, 12 by 12 pack. I don't know what to do, guys. I really don't know what to do with this lighting because of this automatic. Then these sticker packs I got on clearance. He loves all music. So I just put them in there, and he can just use them for whatever he wants. Put them in here. You know, he can really, really put a lot in here if he wants. So then we're going to put this back. And then I had an extra sticker like this. He can put this here if he wants. I didn't want to cover all the maps, so I just put that in there for him with whatever. Then I did some belly bands in this book, and just cut out pieces of cardstock and so forth. And here is another piece. I think there are 6 of these or 8 of these in here. I'm not sure what the number is. And then another sticker pack that I got on clearance. One was for 24 cents and the other was 19 cents. So I figured, you know what? They're just sitting in my drawer. I better do something with them. And then my son can use them to put them in here. And I'm going to go through my sticker drawer and put a set of stickers in the other one for Hannah. And then we go forth and we have more maps and then camera paper out of one of my other 12 by 12 packs. And then we have another sticker here that says, trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own understanding. And it's all through the book that has symbols of Jesus or Christian symbols and so forth. So we're just going to keep going. I named all the papers that were in here so we can just flip through. I'm going to get to the colorful ones so that you can see. Here's some more music paper from Hobby Lobby, some more other paper from the clearance packs that I bought. Live well, laughed often, and love much. I think it's like every 7 to 9 pages I put a sticker in, like the fish. So this is still our first signature. I'm trying to think on the go, guys, as we go. So I put Bravo out of that ephemera pack, and then the music, and then he has another music over here, but this is polka dotted paper, so it offsets here. They kind of look well together, I thought. I'm going to bring it up so you could see it, as if you couldn't, but you can. And then we're going to keep going real quick because I don't want this to get to a long time. So, and then here's another laugh with me. And then here's some more, some map paper in this. And here's another journal card with the United States on it, kind of cut off. And then I backed it up with some legal paper that I had left over. That's why I hardly have any scraps. And then this other one here that goes in this pocket. So he basically has envelopes for pockets that flip through here. And then he has a page here of vellum. And then the big note in the plaid paper. This is an 8x8 pad. These were separate sheets of paper that I had bought from Hobby Lobby. And then we can keep going forward. And you see all the papers in here. And then for nothing is impossible with God, Luke 1:37. Oop. And then we're going to go into the second signature, which I decorated with some vellum. I'll bring it up close so you can see. There is kind of curly Q paper, but it's gray, and it could go for man or woman. And then the map. So these look well together, I thought. And the spine on the inside is covered with, I forgot to say, the same paper. It's kind of shimmery. He picked all the papers out. And the outer spine is not where the signatures are sewn into. It's a 3-stitch signature. I have to go to the middle of the spine to show you because I never showed you, and I used red. That's one of his favorite colors. I used red embroidery floss, and there's 3 holes in here all the way through, and they're all sewn in onto the spine that is glued onto the outside of the spine. This is the inner spine, and this is the outer spine. So now we're going to move forward and go through, and I want to show you like everywhere I put the stickers. So that is more, and here's more stickers, and he's got plenty of places. What I want to do is I want to make a journaling, what do they call it? A card, so that you can stick it behind so that writing in here won't bother anything. I forgot what they call it. And then here's an envelope. I'm going to have to shut that off for a minute because it's offsetting again. Here's an envelope, which I lined here. Here's where I used some of those scraps. And then a map. And then here's one of those ephemera pieces with piano. And then in here I put a sticker pack that I got on clearance from Hobby Lobby. They're just sitting in my drawer so he can use them. And I built another, whatchamacallit? I can't even think. Okay, journaling card. Stop getting frustrated because your mind will just go blank. So I made a handle that it'll come out. And we're just going to keep going forward. Here's more vellum here that I put on the end of an 8x8 to make it that total of 6 inches to come out. And then a note, piece of ephemera. And then here is another sticker. A friend loveth at all times. Proverbs 17:17. And then you just keep going through, and it's consistent with all the papers that I put in. Here's your middle of the middle signature, and so forth, and so forth, and so forth. Some of these pages got stuck together. The sweetest of a friend, Proverbs 27:9, right there. Yep, so it's going to automatically adjust, and it's making me upset and angry, and I don't like that. I don't like what it's doing, but oh well. I'm just going to finish the flip through. I'm sorry. So here's another note I put here to offset the border from the vellum, as you can see. Then we turn here, and then we have another envelope here. And we have another card I made, and it's lined with some old line paper I had. I'm trying to use all my scraps from the other junk journals too. So I made this card, and I put these ephemera pieces here. Oh boy, it doesn't want to go back in. Hold on. So this right here is ribbon. So I just framed one of my cards to use up this ribbon that I had left because it wasn't on the spool anymore. And it was just messing up the drawer and just falling apart. And then I put the ephemera piece across it. And I hope that you guys like that one. I think it looks cool with the map. I really do. So that is that one. Then we're going to keep going. And then boom, boom. And then there's a cross there. That's a sticker. And then here's a piece of vellum that I just placed here just for arts effects. And I made it look like this was washi, but it's not. That's not washi. That's just strips of paper. Like I said, I would use my scraps, which I don't have many left, and you can see that. And I'm just going to use them for die cutting. Come to me, all you who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest. We're still in the middle. And here's another belly band. And I put on one of a fold-over note card I made out of camera paper I found in a smaller pack. And then just made that. And it's plain. This says dream big and do more of what makes you happy. And then as we go forth, when I count all my blessings, I count you twice. So that's from me to him. And that's to all my kids, by the way. Here is a music, whatever this is called. I really like these. They're pretty. And I put a journaling card that I cut out and I was doing nothing with here. And then I put a fish sticker up here. And we're just going to keep, hey, get your paws off the curtains. You don't claw them, honey. And then we're just going to keep going so you could see how many pages. I put a little camera down here to offset these cameras. So what I was telling him was spread your music across the world. This is what I'm trying to say. And, you know, capture the beauty across the world, you know, wherever you go, with taking your pictures, writing about it in your songs you write, stuff like that. So this is kind of like a subtle message to him. So here's another journaling card that I left blank that I didn't mean to. I was going to put something on it, but I put paper on it, and then I just cut this one out of, a paper pad, like I said, and that's just a piece of garbage that fell in there. And then said, for God so loved the world, John 3:16. And here's another music icon on music paper. And then the border has a little bit of a map and that blue paper that I was using. That's how I use the strips once again. And this is a pretty long flip through. And I'm trying to stick with trying to keep it low, but that's not possible, is it? So here's some more of that polka dotted paper, and I really thought that this looked nice against here. They just offset each other. So maybe, you know, maybe you guys, I don't know. What do you think? This is my first male, not feminine, kind of junk journal, which Hannah's junk journal had to stay kind of plain because of her likes and dislikes. So it's very hard to do a customized journal. So I used just strips of vellum and the little strips of the scraps I had just to decorate just a little bit, and then he can put a sticker wherever he wants here. And it offset here. So he can finish. You know, I don't have to decorate everything. You know, when I do a journal, I leave something to your imagination. I don't do just everything. You can put a sticker on every page. You can put a doodle. You can write whatever you want. Here's another journaling card. And he could just put, oh, that is washing out again. He could just put something on here that's a sticker, or he could draw a picture and just put it in here, and no one will be the wiser. And he can still write over here and use these words on this script here as lines. So, and then you flip over here, and that is the other envelope I used. And here's another belly band I made, but I kind of made it into a kind of pocket where I put glue here and glue here and glue here. And it's just, what you do is when you put your stuff in, it doesn't go any further. It doesn't fall into the book and fold. So he has 2 squares of pieces of paper. Then he has this one, and then he has another pack of stickers that I got half price recently just for this project. I didn't know I had that much. Really. I got really kind of like, I'm weary of, I get weary of doing these, and then I want to leave some. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to leave some decorating up to the customer or the person I'm making them for. So I put another piece of thing here, and then another map that's a message. Make music for the world. Make pretty pictures for the world. You know what I mean. And then this one is, the Lord is my light and my salvation, Psalm 27, we're almost done, guys. I'm very sorry this is taking so long. And then I put this here. It's called a perfect cup of coffee. And like I said, I just put something here to offset that because he liked it like this and I did not. So here is another belly band I made, and then I put a piece of ephemera here, and then he's got 2 pieces of folded over cardstock that he can do there. He can write on. He's got so much writing space, and these are nice journals to make, but they are so hard to construct, if you know what I mean. The Lord is my light and my salvation, Psalm 27. So now I want to start constructing the journals and putting them with their ephemera so that I can come on. I don't know if my mindset will let me do it. I can come on and just decorate the journal with you. I've already got things out there that construct with you, but I don't have anything. Well, construct, decorate, or whatever. I have a whole set, but we could just start decorating the journals together. So here's the others. I said I wasn't going to take them out. They're right there. And that you can use. This is another good idea for your die cuts. And then the other Dollar Tree camera. And then the back. That is it. And he's going to get this very much so. What I want to do now is I want to pray, and I believe there's an illness trying to set in on him right now, and I speak that off of him right now in the name of Jesus. Let the people that are speaking with him get wisdom from the Lord and treat it well. Father, thank you for providing your Son. Thank you for providing a way for us to come to heaven. We ask you, Jesus, to forgive us of our sin, and we ask you into our hearts, and we ask you to stay there forever. Clean us. Wash us clean of every single sin. Wash our minds and our hearts of all the dirt that collected from the time we were little, and heal our hurts and our pains of our past so that we can move forward and be filled with your Holy Spirit and do the things you ask us to do. You said to go lay hands on others and pray for them. Go and preach the gospel to the ends of the earth. And that's what I am trying to do. And I hope that you all that are within earshot are trying to do it too. Father, I speak healing into every single person that listens to this video, from the tops of their heads to the bottom of their feet. And I speak it, every malady, illness, infirmity, every mental illness, everything that gives them pain, be gone. Because it's only something that is trying to stop us from doing your work. And we ask you to heal our country. Heal our country and wipe it clean from all the corruption and the garbage. In the name of Jesus, these things we pray. Amen. So guys, if you did like this junk journal and you want me to construct them and then start having videos of decorating them with you, I can do that. But you know, I also have other things planned. I wrote a list, so I wanted to get through these. I wanted to get through Hannah's and Dustin's journals to be able to get to the other stuff. And then, you know, the other stuff I want to do with you, I do want to do less less hauls until I use up all of what I have, because, you know, and then I have giveaways coming at $7.50. If you continue to do hauls, then, you know, I have a really tiny room. Where am I going to put everything if I get more stuff than what I'm using, which is getting really ridiculous. Look at all the stuff in back of me, and you'll see. So I want to do some stuff to get rid of that. So I'm hoping you'll come along some new adventures with me. I also have Christmas stuff that I still need to do. You know, the Christmas projects that I still need to do, that I think I'm going to film them and hold on to them for Christmas in July, because time just got away from everybody, right? And I miss doing Christmas. So I'm going to probably be working on that, working on thinking up new projects, and a little bit less haul videos. I think I have 3 more haul videos that I have to show you. And then I want to go, I'm waiting for the clearance on Hobby Lobby to spend the rest of my Christmas gift card, and that will be a haul. And if I do a Dollar Tree haul, I hope it's maybe every other week, so that I could just come up with stuff and use my stuff up. And I may challenge you for RAKs, random acts of kindness, and so forth. And okay, I'm sorry. Let's just get to the ending of this. Hope you guys really like this flip through, and it was a large book, very large book, and God bless each and every one of you. Keep creating with love, and have a blessed day. Bye now.